Missão completa. Tem mais alguma coisa com o Varric? Tem.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you. You're just in time. We almost had to start without you.
What exactly were you starting without me now?
Look who showed up, everybody. Deal him in, would you, Ruffles?
I do hope I
banquete?
recall the rules. It's been ages since I've played a game of Wicked Grace.
Grab a seat. We're ready to start.
Are
Ah,
we
no,
playing
jogatina.
cards or what?
Are 3 drakes better than a pair of swords? Ugh, I can never remember.
Seeker, remember how I said, don't show anyone your hand? That rule includes announcing it to the table.
There's a crown on his head, but a sword too. His head didn't want either.
Don't talk to the face cards, kid.
You seem to have enough people. I have 1,000 things to do.
Losing money can be both relaxing and habit-forming. Give it a try.
Curly, if any man in history ever needed a hobby, it's you.
Dealer starts. Oh, I believe I'll start at... Oh, 3 coppers. Do you think that's too daring? Maybe I'll make it 1. No. Boldness. 3 it is.
Seriously, who starts at 3 coppers? Silver or go home?
Sounds good. I'm in.
Bolder the better, right? I'm in.
Me too. Well, are you in?
Eu vou jogar.
Of course. Deal me in, Josephine.
Oh, wonderful. I'm glad you're joining us.
Ante up, Inquisitor.
The poor recruit ran out into the dining hall in nothing but his knickers. And this profound silence fell over the hall as 70 mages and 30 Templars all turned to stare at once. Then a slow round of applause began and spread until every soul was on their feet. A standing ovation.
What did he do?
Saluted, turned on his heel, and marched out like he was in full armor.
He did not.
Good man.
You're shitting us!
That's how you know it's true. I could never put that in a book. Too unlikely.
I've got one for you. The clan decided to camp near this ruined fortress, right on the edge of the Tirashan. Dark as the bottom of a well. The keeper swore up and down it was safe, but some of the hunters started hearing noises in the middle of the night.
Virou a noite de contação de histórias.
They ran out of there fast as you think, bare asses shining in the moonlight. The whole way back to their village.
Not bad. You don't mind if I steal that one, do you?
Well done.
You ought to tell stories more often.
I like the part with the rabbit. There should be more rabbits in stories.
That was scandalous. It would ruin the Inquisition if anyone found out. Tell it again. And the dealer takes everything. I win again.
Deal again. I've figured out your tells, Lady Ambassador.
Commander, everyone knows a lady has no tells.
Then let's see if your good fortune lasts one more hand.
I want another chance to win my dignity back. Deal me in.
Quem vai ser o próximo a contar a história?
Don't say a word, dwarf.
Ele apostou até a roupa.
I tried to warn you, Curly.
You won the whole pot. I knew you could do it, my love.
I'm leaving. I don't want to witness our commander's walk of shame back to the barracks.
Well, I do.
It comes off. I didn't know it came off.
Eu acho que ele perdeu até a cueca.
É, ele perdeu até. Glad you decided to join us tonight. too easy to mistake you for the Inquisitor.
I enjoyed this.
See? That's what I mean. It's easy to forget you're not just an icon or symbol. Like those statues of Andraste holding bowls of fire. At least it is for me. You up for another game when this is all over, Inquisitor?
I wouldn't miss it.
Good. It'll take me a while to talk Cullen into it. Maybe I'll work the revenge angle.
Ah, eu te ajudo a convencer o Cullen se
Who's
precisar.
that? Did I win?
A outra tava ali debaixo da mesa.
So, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around this. We went to an elven rune, so a witch could consume a pool of magical goo and then walk through a mirror. And wound up back here. Have I mentioned that the shit that happens to you is crazy?
Eu acho que você já mencionou isso algumas vezes.
You want to discuss something normal?
Não, temos nada pra discutir. Tá, com quem que eu tenho missão agora? Vamos fazer a da Leliana. Mas antes...
A pleasure.
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
Ah, nenhuma interação nova. Eu sei que tem coisa nova lá na mesa. Ferelden. Temos que olhar da antecessora.
Let's see what we have.
Hoje vai levar 40 minutos? Isso que eu tô com um mod.
Letters are pouring in from all corners. Congratulations, pledges of loyalty, conversions to Andraste.
All premature
Imagina se
until
tivesse
we
sem
deal
mod.
with Corypheus.
Tá, onde é que era essa? Aqui. A cartinha do Verk agora mudou pra jogatina de cartas. Eu acho divertido que a carta do Verk constantemente tá mudando. De acordo com o humor dele.
Just as I remember it.
You didn't tell me you'd been here before.
After the Blight ended, I came here to see Justinia. She was just Dorothea then, a revered mother.
It's peaceful here. You must have good memories of this place.
It was a place of comfort. It is good to see it still untouched by Corypheus.
Liliana, is that you?
Sister Natalie. What are you doing here? I thought you were in Val Rayo.
No, I've been here since Justinia died. This place makes me feel like she's still with us.
Inquisitor, this is Natalie, a trusted friend.
Wait, Inquisitor? You brought the Inquisitor here? My lord, forgive me for not recognizing you earlier.
I wish more people would fail to recognize me.
Oh, I see.
Natalie, listen. There is something hidden here. Something Justinia left for me.
Oh, really? What is it?
I don't know, but we'll find it. I'm curious to see what brought us all here. Justinia's letter came with
Acima de
instructions
tudo,
for
a
me.
força vive
They were a
em um
little
coração
cryptic.
aberto.
Always remember
A luz
that
não
faith
teme a
sprung
escuridão.
from a barren branch.
Lembre-se
That
sempre de
light
que
has
a
no
fé
fear of
brotou
darkness.
de galho morto.
Above all, that strength lives in an open heart.
She must be hinting at something in here. Let's look around.
Vou começar por aqui.
That canticle was Justinia's favorite.
Of course. We never give up the traditions of our most beloved divine.
That is lovely to hear.
E a outra. E a última
It
tá
is beautiful.
aqui.
Sunrise rises through it, splits into what looks like 1,000 suns, like a broken mirror.
Yes, spectacular, isn't it?
What was that?
Looks like we opened something.
Abriu um mural e uma porta.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Good old Leliana was playing you the whole time. Didn't you realize?
They never sing the benedictions here on Fridays, Natalie. Something so simple. And you got it so wrong. I wanted to believe, but you were lying from the start. Keep that pretty mouth shut if you must, dear. You've already told me everything I need to know. The prickleweed burrs on your hem, talking about the sun rising through the breach. It all points to a single place. Morel in the Dales, Grand Cleric Victoire's bastion. She sent you, didn't she? Victoire was always an opportunist.
Who is this Grand Cleric? I've never heard of her.
An experienced cleric. She never agreed with Justinia, but kept her ideas to herself. I suppose now, with Justinia dead, she thought she could make her move.
I want to know what this Grand Cleric planned here.
She sent Natalie here to see what Justinia was hiding, no?
The Inquisition has turned Thedas away from the true chantry. It must be stopped.
Verdadeira chantria se levou pra longe há muito tempo.
Mother Victoire is well loved by many. The Inquisition has more enemies than you know.
And Victoire thinks she can ally with them.
Good work. We know the name of our enemy. That's half the battle won.
Exactly.
Kill me then. I am not afraid to die for my beliefs. At least I still know what I believe.
This has to be done.
Eu não sei qual foi a escolha, foi aleatório.
I see what you've become. The righteous stand before the darkness, and the Maker shall guide them.
No! This can't be it. There's nothing here.
Check again. Perhaps the box itself is a puzzle. She seemed the puzzling sort.
No, it's just an empty box. There's a message carved in the lid. The left hand should lay down her burden. She's releasing me. The divine has a long reach, but it is always her left hand that stretches out. 1,000 lies, 1,000 deaths. Her commands, but my conscience that bore the consequences.
She apologized in the Fade. She said she failed you. This is what she meant.
All this time, Justinia carried the fear that she was using me. Just like I'd been used in the past. But Marjolaine's games were trifles. Justinia gambled with the fate of nations. She needed me. No one else could have done what I did. She knows that.
Then you have to let it go. Let her go. You don't owe her anything anymore.
This? Now? After everything you've said and done? After Haven, we agreed that war requires sacrifices. Whatever it takes, you said. And my poor dear Natalie. I called her sister once, but I couldn't risk leaving her alive. Don't tell me to let it all go after all I've sacrificed to get here. Justinia tried to save me, but all it's done is made me realize I don't need saving. There is work to be done. I'll see you back at Skyhold.
Lugar gigante. Dá um TP rapidinho pra lá.
Grand Cleric Vitois is scrambling after the loss of her ancient.
Good. Her support base is in Morale. Tear it down. Grand Cleric Victoire wishes to make an enemy of the Inquisition. I'll give her what she wants. Doesn't Victoire have a young cousin? Lord Firmin? She dotes on him.
Yes, mistress. I believe that is so.
Good. Have him collected. He shall be an honored guest, and make sure the Grand Cleric hears about it.
At your command.
Is everything under control?
Perfect. The Grand Cleric and others like her will fall in line soon enough. You see, when I'm ruthless, it gets us where we need to be. It's something to be proud of. Why fix it? How funny that her regret is what finally puts my own to rest. I chose to become her left hand, knowing what it meant. It was my weakness that stopped me from fully committing to my task.
You have a good heart. It's not a weakness.
You are too kind, Inquisitor. Call it what it is. The Inquisition needs me just as the Divine did, to do what no one else dares. Death and deception are my trade. It is what I am. It is what I always will be. I didn't get the chance to say so earlier, but welcome back to Skyhold. After that terrible journey through the Fade, it must feel good to stand on solid ground again, no?
I'm thankful to be back. No one should enter the Fade.
And you've done it twice now. Shall I count you fortunate or unfortunate?
Acho que sem sorte.
You seem to know.
I have made friends,
Continua com as minhas diantes.
and on occasion enemies. It's unavoidable.
Tá, agora é esse aqui. Aqui. Ó, tem um dragão por aqui. Dá pra gente tentar caçar esse dragão. É um dragão elétrico, né? O que é forte contra raio? Gelo? Fogo? Acho que fogo.
Nothing to report, sir.
Acerto, vou com o cajado elétrico. O dragão vou com o cajado de fogo. Acho que agora eu consigo detonar com esse dragão aqui. Mas eu só vou atrás dele porque eu já tô aqui mesmo. Mas deixa quieto, demora um pouco pra abrir o dragão. Vamos só avançar. Não vou ficar fazendo outras missões pra ficar perdendo tempo. Tá, cadê essa serpa? Aí de repente a serpa é o dragão. Não, não é uma serpa, né? Cadê o loot? Ah, quer saber? Vou brigar com o dragão sim. Tô com vontade de bater nele. Se a gente perder, eu volto pra Skyhold e termino a missão. Não vou ficar tentando múltiplas vezes. Desce aqui. Au, eu não vi que tinha atacado raio. Atacou outro raio. Vai atacar mais raio? Vai dar mais raiado? Não, né? Então vem, desce o pau. Não tá tão difícil agora. Acho que tinha outro dragão. Eu sei mais ou menos a localização de alguns dragões. Não sei a localização exata. Eu sei de mais um a localização exata. Tá toda a água, é? É simples, a gente não fica na água. vendo? 2 de 10. Mais 2 granadas. Essa aqui é arma pra quem? De ladrão. Tá, não vai. Ninguém vai usar. Mais 10 de destreza. Glândula de dragão. Esse aqui. Pesquisa de criatura. Para aprender mais sobre esse tipo de criatura, leve especialista de pesquisa de criaturas. Dragão, dente, membrana, escama, osso. É isso. Vou enfrentar o outro dragão? Não. Só esse aí já tá bom. Que a gente tem mais ou menos 1 hora de live. Com 1 hora, se a gente for lá agora no end, eu acho que a gente não termina. Vai ficar pra amanhã então. Vamos fazer umas coisas secundárias então. Vendo. Quais são os cajados que eu vou guardar? Esse aqui. Tô vendo. Esse eu guardo. Esse eu guardo. Tá, tô com fogo, elétrico e gelo. Daí tem mais esse elétrico. Esse eu vendo. Armaduras, acho que dá pra vender todas na verdade. Essa aqui eu vou vender, vai também. Mais alguns desses. Foi o suficiente para upar de nível? Acho que não, na verdade. Será que os outros companheiros têm mais algumas tarefas? Essa lojinha aqui nunca abriu, né?
Someone I knew once described adamant to me. Adamant is, and always will be, the Order, he said. A guardian on the edge of the abyss. The lone soul that stares into oblivion and doesn't waver. That's what Warden Commander Clarel tried to be. Well, they all tried to be. I'm told her wardens never wavered. They went to their deaths willingly. They died for us. And Corypheus twisted their sacrifice to make it his own.
And that's why he has to die.
You'll get no argument from me. There's no one to blame but Corypheus. Even Clarel's intentions were righteous. Her desire to protect was so great it led her astray. It's not right. To want to do good, to be good, and have that turned against you.
Então lembre-se da intenção, ainda podemos tentar, certo?
Don't think of what went wrong. Think of their intentions. Their sacrifice. Honor their selflessness.
Clarel made mistakes, but she was a great woman. And she died a great woman. It's not the armor or the trappings of the Order. It's not the joining. At the heart of it, all a warden is a promise. To protect others, even at the cost of your own life.
Acho que não tem mais nenhuma tarefa com ele. E aqui ainda tem a marcação de uma loja que nunca veio.
Want a drink? I've a hankering for company. When I was a boy, there were these urchins who roamed the streets near my father's house. One day, they found a dog. A wretched little thing. It came to them for food. I caught it, tied a rope around its neck, and strung it up. Do you know what I did?
You stopped them? Cut the dog down?
I did nothing. Not a damn thing. It was crying. I saw the kicking legs, the neck straining and twisting. And I turned around, went inside, and closed the door. I could have told my father, or alerted someone. I didn't. I just pretended it wasn't happening.
You said you were just a boy.
I was old enough to know the dog was suffering and that it was wrong. I may as well have tied the noose myself. We could make the world better. It's just easier to shut our eyes.
Nothing worth doing is easy.
Look at you. You would have done the right thing. We're lucky there are people like you in the world. There's always some dog out there. Some fucking mongrel that doesn't know how to stay away.
Ah, ainda tem que lá entregar pra Vivienne o coisa, né?
So to kill Corypheus, all we have to do is kill his dragon first? That's easy. We're good at killing shit. Just one more big fight to put this Magister
O
asshole
Thor tá
down
louco
for
pra
good.
brigar contra os dragão.
I knew you'd get us here, boss.
It's been an honor, Bull.
Oh, don't get like that. This isn't goodbye. We're kicking this guy's ass.
Most of the charges are still at the Temple of Mythal. I'm Mr. Crazy Fine.
Can we talk?
We're expensive, but you'll never doubt we're worth it. Want to know? I'll lead the frontline fighters. Between the axes and the torch. Our prisoners are treated well, injuries.
Quem mais tem aqui de companheiro?
Oh. I hope I can help.
Tá, tem uma interação grande com ele.
What did you need?
Aqui tá ela.
I'm sorry. Oh wait, no I'm not. It's just the funniest, isn't it? That creaky old Abelas in Mythal saying the elves weren't destroyed by Tevinter.
An admission that did not come easy.
Of course it didn't. Because that's elfy elves thing. Being the sore losers of history. And never hear the end of it. We're not proper if we aren't sad about the grand history stolen from us. Turns out we're no better than anyone else. Plus, a big old temple full of demon-worshipping lies. Grand, that.
You seem pretty certain. You don't believe anything from Mythal.
Course not. What, I should believe all that stuff? Because elves? I mean, it was impressive and all. Makes the Dalish look like tits for living in the woods, but so what? There can't be a bunch of gods and the Maker. Don't matter how much or little you believe, those don't fit. So call me stupid, but I believe the stuff not made up by dead people who failed. Mythal is a ruin full of demons. I mean, it just makes sense, right?
Concordo que fossem mentiras, acredito que era tudo verdade, insulta nossa herança. E se parte for verdade?
There's so much history there. What if some of it is true?
No, now you're stupid. You can't think that because it's stupid.
But everything we saw...
Why believe it? Because Abelas looked weird? If that's all it takes, Cariffi's shitheel is full of lumpy truth. I get it. You're an elf. Be all elfy. But this... You're the frigging herald of Andraste. Every time you open your mouth, you'll sound like an idiot.
The Inquisition is probably used to me sounding like an idiot.
Not for me to say, yeah. Just saying. Anyway, believe what you want. So long as we kill Cariffi fish. Whatever.
Tá, tem mais alguma interação com ela? Eu acho que não.
Hey you. Just
No.
a little thing, really. A little march around for some of your people. Just walk through. Beast? Never mind.
Ó, tá liberando mais operações lá na mesa. Só de falar com o pessoal. Alguém aqui em cima? Ah, o Cole tá aqui?
No. But you like demons. I enjoy the company of spirits, yes, which is part of why I do not abuse them with bindings. It isn't abuse if I ask. Not always true. Also, I do not practice blood magic, which renders this entire conversation academic. He won't bind me. He's a mage and he likes demons, but he won't help.
Why would you want Solus to bind you?
So I'm safe. If Solus won't do the ritual to bind me, someone else could. Will. Like the Warden mages, and then... I'm not me anymore. Walls around what I want. Blocking, bleeding, making me a monster.
A mage using blood magic could conceivably do that to any one of us, human or demon.
You should ask Solus to bind you too, and then someone can bind him.
We'll find a way to keep you safe without binding you, Cole.
I have a suggestion, if Cole is ready to listen. I recall stories of amulets used by Raveni seers to protect spirits they summoned from rival mages. A spirit, wearing an amulet of the Unbound, was immune to blood magic and binding. It should protect Cole as well. The resources of the Inquisition could be used to find such a talisman.
Bora caçar esse talismã.
They will not take me.
Tá, quem mais tem por aí? Tá, a gente tem que ir lá na mesa.
Worship.
Ah, não é que não. Solas, tem
I
alguma
cannot
coisa?
believe the Grey to seek out these old gods deliberately in some bizarre attempt to preempt the Blight. Those fools.
Gordon, tem alguma coisa?
What happened at the Elven Temple? It's got me thinking. I should go back, shouldn't I? To Tevinter. Once this is done. If we're still alive. All my talk of how terribly wrong things are back home. But what do I do about it? Nothing.
How does this relate to the Elven Temple?
You encountered ancient elves. A piece of history. Something the Imperium didn't destroy. Maybe my people can atone for what we've done. There is something still left to restore. Maybe not all of us want to, but that could be altered. If you can change minds, so can I.
Someone with your impeccable taste could transform Tevinter.
I hope you're right. You usually are. It might surprise you to know that you're the one who inspired me. You're shaping the world, for good or ill. How could I aspire to do any less? If it means proving that Tevinter can be better, that there's hope even for my homeland, I would do anything.
Mais alguma coisa? Tem.
Anything interesting?
A letter regarding Felix. He spilled wine on you in Redcliffe, remember? I was trying to discover what became of him. Where he ended up.
And?
Nothing. Redcliffe is abandoned, and there's no trace of him. It's as if he never existed. I think the Venatori found out he was helping me. I think they killed him.
Are you all right?
He was ill, and thus on borrowed time anyhow.
That doesn't mean you can't regret his death.
I know. Felix used to sneak me treats from the kitchens when I was working late in his father's study. Don't get into trouble on my behalf, I tell him. I like trouble, he'd say. Tevinter could use more mages like him. Those who put the good of others above themselves.
With the two of you...
Felix and I? What an odd question. No, I had no intention of abusing Alexius's hospitality by seducing his son. Not that I've been proper my whole life, by any means. It wasn't like that. Even in illness, Felix was the best of us. With him around, you knew things could be better.
You make it sound like he was a better person than you.
What a mad thing to say. Few people are better than I. Very well, a better person, clearly, not nearly as handsome. Thankfully, Felix wasn't the only decent sort kicking around Thedas. Marvelous business, the Winter Palace. You say all this dancing, politics, and murder makes me a bit homesick. I hope you tried the ham they was.
If you require any assistance.
What can I do for you, my dear? Is it too much to hope that you've brought me the heart of the snowy wyvern?
I've brought you the heart as requested.
Inquisitor, you are a treasure. Please accept this as your payment. I must begin work immediately. I should apologize. I must admit that I'd completely misjudged you, Inquisitor. I would like you to come with me to see this through.
Tá bom. Quem mais que precisa de ajuda para terminar isso?
This should only take a moment, Inquisitor.
Você só precisava de uma companhia mesmo.
I'm here, my darling.
Vivienne.
Yes, darling.
It's going to be all right, my love.
My darling? Bastien?
Vivienne, I'm sorry.
There's nothing here now.
Pô, tem um tempinho já que eu não salvo, né? Mosquitinho chato. Assim que eu voltar pra Skyroad eu salvo. Ainda tem alguma tarefa deles? Tem. Batedores para investigar e ordem uma marcha por... Tá. Esses dois são lá na mesa. Tá, o que tem aqui no meio?
Inquisitor. My Lord Inquisitor, it's good of you to speak with me. I have news regarding one of your companions, the Tevinter.
Has Dorian done something wrong?
No, thankfully. It's nothing like that. I have been in contact with his family. House Pavas, out of Carenas. Are you familiar with them?
Familiar? We've never met, if that's what you're suggesting.
I'm suggesting nothing. I'm only curious whether you know of his... situation. The family sent a letter describing the estrangement from their son and pleading for my aid. They've asked to arrange a meeting quietly without telling him. They fear it's the only way he'll come. Since you seem to be on good terms with the young man, I'd hoped...
Why would his family contact you?
Because they don't know you, Inquisitor. I am not of the Imperial Chantry, but they know what I represent. These are parents concerned about the welfare of their son. How could I not do whatever possible? I would speak to the young man myself, but he does not care for me. Thus I come to you. If any good can come of this, we must try.
Eu vou pensar.
I'll see what I can do.
Bless you, Inquisitor. The family will send a retainer to meet the young man at the Red Cliff Tavern, to take him onward. If he truly does not wish this reunion, he can always end the matter there. I shall pray for your success and the young man's happiness. That's all we can hope for, is it not?
Tá, vamos já fazer essa daqui. Depois eu vou lá na mesa. Lado errado.
So I take it you're Danish? Is that the correct word here?
Dalish is the correct word everywhere.
We don't have Dalish clans coming northward, for obvious reasons. So I've never met one of your people before, although I've heard about them. Little. I hope this won't be an issue between us. I am here to help you deal with the Venatori, after all.
And I appreciate your help, Dorian.
Excellent. Mutual appreciation is a grand way to begin.
Eu vou falar.
Dorian, there's a letter you need to see.
A letter?
Agora o relatório da Levin tá pronto, tinha esquecido.
A
Dá
humorous
40 minutos,
proposal
né?
from some Antivan dowager?
Not quite. It's from your father.
From my father. I see. And what does Magister Hallward want, pray tell?
A meeting.
Show me this letter.
I know my son? What my father knows of me would barely fill a thimble. This is so typical.
I'm willing to bet this retainer is a henchman, hired to knock me on the head and drag me back to Tevinter.
You think your father would actually do that?
No, although I wouldn't put it past him. Let's go. Let's meet this so-called family retainer. If it's a trap, we escape and kill everyone. You're good at that. If it's not, I send the man back to my father with a message that he can stick his alarm in his wit's end.
There seems to be bad blood between you and your family.
Interesting turn of phrase. We've never talked about my family before. They're not happy with my choices, you see. Nor I theirs.
What choices? Leaving Tevinter?
That too.
Let's go meet this retainer then.
I wonder how much my father paid this man to wait around just in case I showed.
We'll find out soon enough.
Tá, a gente tem que ir pra lá agora. Só que antes eu vou ali na mesa. Deve livrar mais umas outras missõezinhas pra fazer. Eu ganhei mais um pontinho aqui também. Resistência à queda. Suas túnicas e cajados fornecerão planos novos e raros. Juntá-las garantirá planos novos e raros. Planos novos e raros nas armas. Tá de boa. Segredos. Barista. Chance de receber ervas. Mais XP no registro do Códice. Os mercadores pagarão uma aquisição 10% a mais nos itens. Captação da organização para comprar um carregamento de matérias-primas raras e valiosas. Senhores, quando tiver... Eu acho que eu vou pegar esse daqui. Pagarão a mais. Tem um aqui em Orleis.
Inquisitor.
Só 20 minutos. Isso que tá com um mod. Qual é o que foi finalizado? Esse aqui, né? Deixa eu fazer um teste aqui. Se tá com mod mesmo. Ué, eu tinha ativado o mod. Tá sem um mod. Estranho. Eu tinha ativado ele. Whatever, vai.
Let's see what we have.
Amanhã a gente faz essas. Não vou fechar aqui de novo o jogo só pra ativar o mod. É aqui. Obrigatoriamente eu acho que eu preciso levar o Dorian. Blackwall não tá mais disponível? Será que a conversa com ele fez com que ele saísse do grupo?
If we don't talk about it now. If I'm amazed.
Make your way around town and say your goodbyes.
Tá, cadê essa taverna?
Let the dreams just be dreams.
É aquela dali.
I will love you no matter what, you know that. But it's not safe to be amazed.
Tá, como é que eu falo lá? Talvez lá em cima? O lugar aqui tá vazio e abandonado, mas lá fora tá normal. licença aí, gente. Sai da frente! Ué? Eu trouxe ele aqui. Levidor até o gaivota e lampião. Eu trouxe ele até o gaivota e lampião, nada. Ou será que tem que estar só ele, sem nenhum outro integrante no grupo? Ah, agora ativou coisa. Foi bug mesmo.
Uh-oh, nobody's here. This doesn't bode well.
Dorian.
Father. So the whole story about the family retainer was just, what? A smokescreen?
Then you were told. I apologize for the deception, Inquisitor. I never intended for you to be involved.
Of course not. Magister Parvus couldn't come to Skyhold and be seen with the dread Inquisitor. What would people think? What is this exactly, Father? Ambush? Kidnapping? Warm family reunion?
This is how it has always been.
I should leave you to work this out.
Oh, no, you don't. I want a witness. I want someone to hear the truth.
Dorian, there's no need to.
I prefer the company of men. My father disapproves.
That's a big concern in Tevinter, then.
Only if you're trying to live up to an impossible standard. Every Tevinter family is intermarrying to distill the perfect mage, perfect body, perfect mind. The perfect leader. It means every perceived flaw, every aberration is deviant and shameful. It must be hidden.
I'll need you to explain that.
Did I stutter? Men and the company thereof as in sex. Surely you've heard of it.
Oh, I just didn't expect that.
Well, it's not as if I introduced myself that way. Hello, my name is Dorian. I like men. Maybe I should start. Some days it seems that's all anyone cares about.
This display is uncalled for.
No, it is called for. You called for it by luring me here.
This is not what I wanted.
I'm never what you wanted, Father. Or had you forgotten?
So that's what all of this is about? Who you sleep with?
That's not all it's about.
Dorian, please. If you'll only listen to me.
Why? So you can spout more convenient lies? He taught me to hate blood magic. The resort of the weak mind. Those are his words. But what was the first thing you did when your precious heir refused to play pretend for the rest of his life? You tried to change me.
I only wanted what was best for you.
You wanted the best for you. Your fucking legacy. Anything for that.
Se não deixou ele falar, pronto, vamos sair daqui.
I hope we're done here.
We are.
Acho que tá terminado essa.
He's a good man, my father. Deep down. He taught me principle is important. He cares for me in his way, but he won't ever change. I can't forgive him for what he did. I won't.
Are you all right?
No, not really. Thank you for bringing me out there, even if it didn't work out. Maker knows what you must think of me now, after that whole display.
I think you're very brave.
Brave?
It's not easy to abandon tradition and walk your own path.
At any rate, time to drink myself into a stupor. It's been that sort of day. Join me sometime, if you've a mind.
I don't know what you think you're doing.
I'm being clucked at by a hen, evidently.
Don't play the fool with me, young man.
Só observar essa
If
discussão
I
aí.
wanted to play the fool, I could be rather more convincing, I assure you.
Your glib tongue does you no credit.
Essas intrigas
You'd be
familiares,
surprised at
seus
the
pais não
credit my
aceitam com
tongue
sua
gets
lição.
me, Your Reverence.
Oh,
What's going on here?
It seems the revered mother is concerned about my undue influence over you.
It is just concern. Your worship, you must know how this looks.
You might need to spell it out, my dear.
This man is of Tevinter. His presence at your side, the rumors alone.
What's wrong with him being from Tevinter, specifically?
I'm fully aware that not everyone from the Imperium is the same.
How kind of you to notice. Yet still you bow to the opinion of the masses.
The opinion of the masses is based on centuries of evidence. What would you have me tell them?
The truth?
The truth is I do not know you, and neither do they. Thus, these rumors will continue.
Não precisa se preocupar, fale sobre esses boatos.
There's no cause for concern, Your Reverence.
With all due respect, you underestimate the effect this man has on the people's good opinion.
Do the people know how he's helped the Inquisition?
See, I meant no disrespect, Inquisitor. Only to ask after this man's intentions. If you feel he is without ulterior motive, then I humbly beg forgiveness of you both.
Well, that's something.
She didn't get to you, did she?
No. It takes more to get to me than thinly veiled accusations.
You don't think she'll do anything?
Do what? Yours is the good opinion I care about, not hers. I should ask, do the rumors bother you?
Nope.
Why should it bother me? Everyone's talking about the Inquisition.
That's good. I'd hate to think I brought you any grief. Perhaps it's odd to say, but I think of you as a friend, Inquisitor. I have precious few friends. I didn't think to find one here. Don't speak. I detest confessions, and I'd like to get this over with. Allow me to say I'll stand beside you, against Corypheus, my countrymen, or spurious rumor, so long as you'll have me.
The Inquisitor's work is never
Não tem
done,
mais nada agora. Vamos ver se com a Leliana tem mais alguma coisa. Apesar de que eu acho que não.
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is. Yes.
Where's the...
Qual eu já falei? 48 cópias do quê? Tá, são livros espalhados por toda Skyhold, é isso? 48.
So if we kill Corypheus, what we will learn next? That he... anything to give us an ad?
Tá, com quem mais tem aí pra eu bater um papo? Verk... Ah, Vivienne. Talvez tenha mais alguma interação com ela.
Inquisitor.
Here is the request the leader of the tradesmen made.
Onde é que fica a Vivienne mesmo?
I'll see to it.
Era uma portinha lateral. Aqui.
Bastian is dead. I can hardly believe. It was the Wintersend Ball. My first visit to the Imperial Palace. The Circle sent a dozen of us to entertain the nobility. I was in awe of everyone and everything, and then our eyes met. Bastien spent the entire ball at my side. The Dowager tried to have him killed for slighting her, but he didn't care.
Falling in love across a crowded ballroom. Sounds like something out of a children's story.
He was a dashing rogue, and any defects he might have had were made up for with rank and importance. It was a more innocent time, I suppose. And now he's gone, and I must write to his son Laurent. And his sister will make a terrible fuss if she isn't informed first. And I'll need to arrange for the chantry services. Maker only knows how long that will take.
If I can help you, just say the word.
No, my dear. I'll handle everything. Excuse me, I have so much to do.
Mais
You
alguma
walked
interação aí?
physically through the Fade. Please tell me what you remember.
Fascinante, Vedina, momento passado. Fascinante.
In all the times I've been to the Fade, I've never seen it react so strongly to my presence.
No one else has physically entered the Fade since the Magisters assaulted the Golden City. Oh, I'm positively envious right now.
I wanted to ask you about the Circle of Magi.
Of course. What do you wish to know?
If the Circle...
Many... Rather than dissolving it.
Não tem mais nada aqui com ela. Pô, por que vai servir essas cópias? E quem mais que eu não falei ainda? Vamos plantar os raros. Nem sei por que serve plantar as coisas aí.
Your worship. I heard reports of... It sounds magnificent. I hope we can explore it fully once...
I didn't expect a Chantry Mother to be interested in exploring an elven god's temple.
Whether your gods are myths or aspects of the Maker, they are worth studying. Whatever we find will help us better understand our world and our Maker. No believer should fear the truth. But of course, all that must wait until Corypheus himself is defeated. Was there anything else, Inquisitor?
Is there anything I can do to help you or your people?
My healers would benefit from more supplies. We have run short of even common goods with so many wounded. If you could deliver this list and the items on it to Quartermaster Thren, she could get us what we need. It may not seem like much, but it would enable my healers to save many lives.
Cara, será que vai ser muito trabalho?
Farewell.
Make her go.
É, tem 48 covos de livro do Verk espalhados por aqui. Eu não vou ficar com essas covas, vai ser muito bem. Apesar de que tem umas perdidas aí de forma fácil até. O Skyroad é muito grande pra eu ficar procurando em tudo que é canto.
Inquisitor, thank the Maker you're here. Morrigan chased after her son into the Illuvian. She was terrified.
What? Why is the Illuvian open?
It was open when I arrived. Morrigan said only that Kieran did it. Then she ran into the mirror. I've never seen Morrigan like that. You must go after her. I will find help, Inquisitor.
Ah, é que no Illuvian a missão, então. Tem que ir por capricho mesmo, mas...
Those who bear false witness and work to deceive others know this. There is
É como que tem um livro ali voando. Ah, esse daí eu não vou tentar pegar não. Mentira, eu vou assim. Não consegui. Então deixa quieto. Tá, tem um relatório pronto. Ah, eu vou lá pra mesa agora. Não vai ter mais muita coisa pra fazer por aqui. É só ir lá mesmo pra próxima missão. Depois de terminar as coisas da mesa. Do Cullen era qual? Em andamento, em andamento.
We'll be spread thin until the rest of our forces return from the Arbor Wilds.
Aqui, então o próximo é aqui.
Inquisitor.
E vai ser isso por hoje. Eu vou